Hey, what's up everybody and welcome back, partners. We're back with part 2 of Fallout New Vegas, and I'm going to continue on to drink what I was drinking before, Maker's 46, same challenge that Sarah gave me before. These are the Rummy Bears. I'm Rummy Bear Lauren. Rummy Bear Sarah is out right now. And that's why we're going to be continuing on with the same challenge of doing, if I fast travel, I have to take a shot. And if my radiation level gets beyond above 25% of the total, I also have to take a shot. So we just started the game, got out of Doc Mitchell's house, and we're continuing on from there. Just as a reminder, the other rules that we're doing, I'm going to do hardcore mode. It's not really a rule, but I'm just going to be playing hardcore mode. And then I'm also disallowing myself from using things that they might not have had back in either World War II or in kind of westerny times. So no laser weapons, no energy weapons, no power armor, things of that nature. So without further ado, let's get going. Whoa. The hell was that? I'll take a shot of bourbon just to get things going. So this is one of the things that we found as soon as we got out of the Doc Mitchell's house. He gave us this Mojave Express delivery order 6 of 6. Deliver the package at the north entrance to the Vegas Strip by way of Freeside. Agent will meet you at the checkpoint, take possession, and pay for the delivery. Bring the payment to John Nash at the Mojave Express Agency in Prim. 250 caps upon completion. 1 oversized platinum poker chip. Alright, got some radio stations. So what quests we have? Talk to Sunny Smiles in the Prospector Saloon. And then inquire about the assignment with the administrator of the Mojave Express in Prim. Talk to Victor in Good Springs about the rescue, and then find the men that tried to kill me. Got the map. Local map. Well, howdy there, partner. Looks like you got yourself a bit of a bind.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Okay, good to know, good to know.
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now, we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. There's
Find out about the Legion.
led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the ensign, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. Keep your gun handy if you go.
Alright, so I mean, he has a lot of
abandoned
dialogue
places
options,
around
so
here, like the
we'll finish
spook.
talking to him later.
Critters move in there sometimes.
Otherwise, we could just keep talking to him for days and days. Let's go into this here saloon. Let's see if we can get ourselves a drink.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
See if there's any work. We can get some money.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need. Always happy to help someone down on their luck. Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all
Hostile
the help you can get after
wildlife.
what they done to you. Outside,
Giant
behind the saloon.
scorpions and giant bugs and other things infected by radiation. So we've got a pool crew. All this stuff is stealing, though. Let's turn that music off. Got the fans running. Hello, whiskey, water, and beer. I'll be back for that.
Hey there. If you're looking for supplies, Chad over at the general store can help you out.
Okay, he's no help. Let's go on behind the saloon and see what she has to say. Notice no bottles there right now.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there?
They magically
Take these and try to get a
appeared.
couple of 'em.
Alright, so if we go back to our weapon, we can take the varmint rifle and then hotkey it. So we can switch between our pistol and the rifle. How is that a miss?
That's the right
Dead
idea.
on.
Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't recommend me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Might as well go with her. So I could end the tutorial now and just call it good enough, but if I do the tutorial, it'll give me some extra experience anyways, and help me go kill some geckos, so there's no reason
Follow
why I
me.
shouldn't.
It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Of course, I look like an ass with this jumpsuit on. I can't run any faster than this. I think it's a little faster with the rifle unequipped, but then it's a slower delayed reaction if I have to actually fight and shoot something. That looks horrible. Look at that. Let's see if I can get it to go up again like that. You can see something crawling around up there.
Hear that up on the ridge
Heck was
behind me
that
there?
sound?
We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell for gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Okay, so the right button, or the right bumper is the vast target. Don't want that right now.
Okay, go give them hell.
But the percentage of hitting from over here is like 45%. Probably a higher percentage of hitting if I just sneak up on him. Just give me the caution warning. And then just shoot at him from here. Is that a headshot? I think it was. Alright, we got another right behind the, Get him? Did not get him. But I did get that critical strike. Let's take the meat and hide that they have. Or up here, there's some nice clean drinking water. I'll take some of that.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take
If
more
we're
than
gonna
a
get
couple
extra
minutes,
caps, might as
especially
well.
with 2 of us.
And
Come with
60
me.
extra ammo, so that's pretty nice by itself. And our corner number 2. There's one. And 3. And go ahead and take the items from these guys. She really, she goes for it on these, but she lets you take your time on the other ones.
Come on.
Oh, there's a settler down there we have to help. Oh, that settler's dead now. Good Springs Source. Sorry, miss. Couldn't quite get to you in time. So yes, I will loot your corpse. But, out of respect for the dead, I will come over here and then put your corpse in the bushes at least.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it. But
Die,
you did
and
what you
then some
promised.
other guy comes
Staying out
along
here
and
with
loses
me.
their bodies.
Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Why not?
All right then.
Might get something out of it.
We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Alright, sounds like a plan. So it's just continuing on the tutorial, trying to find and teaching you how to craft items and do things like that. Empty, empty. Let's turn that crap off. Brock flower and a xander root. Gotta stay hydrated out in the desert. You don't want to become thirsty when you're running around in the Mojave Desert heat, being attacked by monsters and raiders and who knows what else, other kinds of pleasant monsters and beasts. Some tin cans. Come on, Tumbleweed. You are now my pet. You are my pet Tumbleweed. Come on, let's go play. Let's go play. Come back. No. Come back to Daddy. Come to Daddy, Tumbleweed. Come on now. Come on now. Okay, so here we are at the schoolhouse. Oh. Talk to Victor
Howdy,
while we're
partner.
here.
Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
This guy does not fail to freak me the heck out.
Don't
But
mention
he
it.
did save my life,
I'm always
so...
ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy trails!
Okay, so that gets rid of his dialogue options pretty quickly. I honestly thought he would have had more to say, but... Pop a couple of these, giant praying mantises. Here's our Xander roots that we were looking for. And while we're here, we might as well go into the schoolhouse and then take care of business here. There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. Looks like we got one more. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that mantis guts fly. Nice, got some caps, a little bit of payout. A little more money, Programmer's Digest. Activate terminal. Need a science skill of 25 to open that. What am I at? 11. And the Programmer's Digest does Science plus 10, so there's no way I'm going to open or unlock that terminal. But unlocking this safe should be plenty easy enough. Got some stim packs, some drugs, more drugs, money, a stealth boy, which makes me invisible for a second. Some of this crap I can, if I don't want it, I can also at least sell it to the local shopkeep or put it in my stash. Okay, and that was the schoolhouse in Good Springs. Nice, easy little starting location to get the hang of some things. I got the Brock flowers. Now we need the Xander root. This is someone's crops. Won't have them yet.
Howdy.
Partner. Get this ugly looking bighorner. Alright, so if we're going up here to the graveyard to get the next piece of it, do have a radiation scorpion here. Or a bark scorpion. And I'm gonna want to try to cripple his leg so he can stop coming at me so quickly. Might just be able to kill him like this. So we'll get his poison gland, which is a really nice item. Or at least it's really valuable. Keep crawling up here. Got four bad guys. Just bloat flies. Now this is really when you look at old Cowboys legacies like Jesse James, but, they're really best known. They're really best known for their bug killing ability, killing giant bugs in the desert, you know, not bank robberies or doing anything like that. That shell fly. Take some of the meat. Beautiful shot. Here's the snow globe. So these snow globes, I've never been able to complete this whole like mission where you get all the snow globes. So we're going to be doing that in this playthrough. Rumors will collect, or the collectors will pay dearly for them, and I think in each major city you can find one of these snow globes. So there's one. There's also a ton of bottles and cans up here that might have some resale value to them. And then kind of beyond this area, the real bad wasteland where things start to get nasty. It's the grave that was being dug to bury me in. And if you come back with a shovel, we're going to have to do this later. If you come back with a shovel, you can actually dig up these graves, and then I've never done that either, so I don't know what the reward or consequence is. So we're going to go see if we can buy a shovel, and then we'll come back up here. The question is, where did she go so that we can complete this mission? At the campfire, so she's like all the way out here still. I was hoping that she'd come into town a little bit more so that I don't have to run all the way back out here. Run my ass off, running so far. See a gecko over there. Go ahead and take care of him. And that's how you do it when you're an outlaw in the West. Just bottles. Think that a little bit of this whiskey would be left. But now someone has done, they'll drink it all.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Okay, so you don't even need any requirements to make it, luckily.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Alright, and then we'll just go ahead and do that real quick. That right quick, and then we can end this mission. Get a little more experience. Now, I am an outlaw, so don't get me wrong. I'm not going to, you know, in the early game, it does give you a chance to ally with the people of Good Springs pretty quickly. I'm going for more of a good, the bad, the ugly kind of outlaw. I'm not for the good guys or the bad guys, but I just do my own thing. So I won't be. I'll probably be killing all the Powder Gangers faction. It's kind of the criminal faction in the Wastelands. And then maybe not kill everyone in Good Springs, but maybe. Depends on how badly they piss me off. Here's where that starts. Let's see.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
So I could kill him right now, but I feel like the honorable thing to do would be to kill him later when he comes back with his buddies.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the Powder Gang. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California.
Here's kind of the introductory background behind the Powder
Problem
Gangers.
is,
So
it turns out that giving
they're all just
Cobb
criminal.
dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago.
Of course,
Some of
being
us
an
got
outlaw, I
together so
don't
they
help
could make
other
trouble.
outlaws.
That's what we're dealing with now. All right. There's always something interesting going on, but
Now let's bust through some of these dialogue options.
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. I don't know why it took an interest. It was here when I...
Honestly, I'm not even reading the dialogue options because they're just too many and it takes too long.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Okay, so I can fix a radio for a little money.
Most travelers...
And here's her items, so we can buy some whiskey from her, or hopefully we'll be able to sell some of the crud that we've been picking up around. Like an ashtray, it's worth 1. A bunch of bent tin cans. Coffee mugs, a bunch of empty bottles, more empty bottles, an empty bottle, Some ruined books. Empty bottles. An iron. Some hammers. Whatever. I might actually keep that. Some tin cans. And get a
Pleasure
little
doing
money out
business
of it.
with you. Be careful out there.
Right. Yeehaw. So I know one of the available you can do reloading and then workbench stuff, but you need a let's see, high explosives, high science, high medicine, high explosives, repair. The weapon repair kit would be really good, just based on how fast the weapons are going to degrade, especially with that perk that I got. And then the reloading bench might be nice, so I can also make more ammo, and that's going to be all repair skills. So repair is something that I should level up next. Anyway, that's about all for this episode, so yeehaw! If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you aren't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. We appreciate you here at the Rummy Bears. Take a shot. Have a good day, and thanks for watching. But we'll see you on the next time on Fallout New Vegas Part 3.